everyone. So I am back to do my second document that I use in my classrooms. The next thing I'm going to kind of review and analyze to see about the accessibility is something I use with my math classes. Last year, our district purchased Envision through Savas. I'm not sure if any of you guys are familiar with it, but with this program, they actually have a lot of hands-on tools to make it a little bit easier for the teachers and for the students. One of the cool things about this program is there's a totally online portal that all the students have access to and all the teachers. And within that online portal, they do have English versions, they have Spanish versions. They also have interactive examples, and then they have videos like I'm going to go through in just a second. And it also comes with actual workbooks that the students can have in front of them. And all of these platforms all mirror each other. So if a student has the workbook in front of them, it mirrors exactly what they see on my screen, what they can pull up on their Chromebooks throughout the day. The only thing, obviously, they cannot get in the workbook is the video. So I'm going to actually really focus in on this video. Each of our lessons, the first example always starts with a video to kind of introduce the topic and allow students to start thinking how to break it down. So I like to use these when we introduce the topic to obviously get them thinking. So I'm going to play a piece of the video so you guys can see what it looks like. As you play the video, all of them are kind of the same setup. There's going to be pictures kind of going hand in hand with the word problem. There's going to be a person reading it. There's going to be words coming up. So let me just do that so you guys can just see what I'm talking about. All right, so as you guys can see, they have the word problem. They've read the word problem exactly as it is written, but the picture below is to go with the word problem, but it doesn't exactly explain the word problem, but it's supposed to be like an aid. One of the things it does not have is a description of the image, saying it's a football, saying that they're narrowing down the first yard, second down, things like that. So that would be a nice feature, again, just in case there's anyone that does not understand the picture or can't visually see the picture. Additionally, most of the time, the things that they are saying do come up on the screen, but if I were to continue playing, she's going to go into a thought-provoking question that will not come up. So if a student is hearing impaired and they can't understand her, the words are not coming up on the screen automatically, so that's going to be a disservice. But on these examples, there is an option down at the bottom to add closed captioning. The only thing is you do have to turn it on. So before I filmed this video, I actually went through this and I had turned the closed captioning on. And then when I came back to do this just now, it was turned off. I didn't do anything in between. So it is kind of partially against the accessibility because in order to turn that on, you do need to use the mouse. You can't use the keyboard as far as I know. So that is one thing that they could improve upon. However, talking about the mouse and the keyboard, you can play and pause this video with the space bar. So if a student needs that, that's accessible to them. But there's some pros and cons. Some things are a little bit easier than the others. One of the other things that the accessibility handbook pointed out to look for third-party materials similar to this is to also see if they have access to it on a mobile device. So I pulled this up on my own phone and I was able to access all the same examples and I was able to watch the video. It had all the same features. It looks just like this. You can add the closed caption, you can press play, pause. It has all the pictures just on a smaller screen. But again, you do have to turn the closed captioning on and off. So it isn't always available. But I think those are all the big things. So again, there's some pros and cons about this. I think the other thing, sorry about that. one of the things that I was going to come to this is the number line and the math symbol. So that's something that was talked about. That accessibility handbook is how it's written. One of the pros and cons about this whole program is they really focus on word problems rather than straight facts. So if any student has trouble reading or understanding the problem, they are not going to be as successful as just giving them -8 plus -3. Again, obviously that's a skill we need to build upon, but to make it fair for all, it should have that option to show the actual expression that goes with the word problem. Overall, I do like this program. I think there is a lot of accessible features, but there's definitely things they can